right, let's get started. So like I said, this is like nostalgic find. So it's like a little bit of like 80s, 90s, a little bit of like mid-century. So what's what I did in this little corner over here is I created like this little mid-century corner. Can you believe this? This is actually a really nice, this is the first thing in the carousel, is this like vintage looking light. It looks just like the ones that you buy at like estate sales and antique stores with the little lights. And it's not too bright either, which I like. Love the look of it. You do have to put the lights in here. You have to put the bulbs in here. You got to add this on top. But if you've always wanted one of these, I've always liked these. My grandma's always had these. This is a really, really good replica because sometimes they're really expensive when you find like the real ones at estate sales and like antique stores. Yeah, it did melt. It did get a little warm, although we had like some freezing rain this morning. There was a little bit this morning, but not too bad. All right, and then I've always wanted one of these. I don't have a place to put the string lights. I'm gonna have to get on the floor here because this is in the corner of my fireplace. So I always wanted one of these, and I'm like, okay, this is really cute. It's like a little centerpiece that is plugged in. These are the ones that have the little bubble. It's like the bubble lights. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? So I just kind of put it on the edge here, and I created this own little vignette. And these like heat up, and I don't know if you guys can tell. It might be kind of hard to tell on the camera, but the liquid in here bubbles up. So I added that in there. If you could create your own little centerpiece. It's just like a really cool, like vintage type of item. It's $23.99. Yeah, I know. Snow can be a problem. It is pretty, and it's not bad if you don't have to be out in it all the time. So we have a little bubble light. That's what I created. And then I picked up these little like vintage style ornaments. Okay, I have two. This is Kurt Adler. He actually bought out Shiny Bright, which was like, again, those are hard to find. They're like, they go. Like if you go to an estate sale and you're looking for like the real vintage Shiny Bright ornaments, they go. So he bought out the original brand, and he's kind of made like replicas, so you can find replicas. So this set here is a mixture. They're all miniature. $29.95 for these. It's actually a good price compared to the $50 price. And they're like all these little ones, if I can find. I have them just mixed in this little box here. So these you can use on your tree. They're kind of tiny, like on a nice miniature tree, on a pencil tree. You could even do it like I have my tinsel tree over here. You could even hang these on like a little tinsel tree if you really want to go for that mid-century vibe. They're good for like a vase filler or something. I had this chest back here came with the house, and it had all of the matchsticks in it when it was like a real fireplace. He made it gas, so it's been years since it was a real fireplace, and I kind of liked it, so I left it there. And I've been kind of like doing a vignette and putting like filler in it for every season. So I added these cute little ornaments. So there's an example of a couple of them. They're all kind of mixed in here. So you can hang these, but they're like a nice size for filler. It's like a little cylinder with all the different colors. Got the little lantern. Also like a snowman. Then I added some older ornaments that I've had in here, but I kind of just added some of these fillers. So there's that one from Kurt Adler. That is $29.95 for that set. And then I have this one for $24. And it's just like these types of ornaments. These come with little strings. These are really pretty too. They're also miniature. So again, a great filler. Good for like a smaller tree, a pencil tree. And if you do like a little bit of like the mid-century feel, you can do a lot with those. So I added all those little ornaments there. I have this old Santa, old world Santa, and then that's my little mid-century vignette that I started over here. And then now I will say, I feel like mine's like a 12 by 14. The one that I linked up is an 8 by 10. I did buy this off of Amazon though. But it's hard to find the exact one. And when I looked at my orders, it's not coming up in my orders anymore. So I'm thinking it's not available, but you can find this exact, mine is a canvas. I think I have the tin. I have the tin linked up, but I always like putting like little vintage signage throughout my decor, like little signs, things like this. I don't know, looks like a vintage shiny bright box. So you could put this on a fireplace. You can put this in a vignette on a bookshelf, entryway, maybe on like a sideboard or an entryway buffet. And you're kind of creating like a little vignette, like adding that kind of creates a little bit of interest. So I got that for $10.99. They do, right? So so Kurt Adler bought out that shiny bright, and these are like the like they're like replicas of like the real antique ones. So they are modeled after or inspired by the original shiny bright ornaments. So if you like that look, which I do, and you can still find shiny bright like the vintage ones, but they're hard to come by and they're expensive. And I haven't done estate sales in a long time. I used to estate sale all the time when I first moved into my home. I actually still have like a lot of vintage furniture, vintage finds. Like you guys have seen my milk glass, my china, all different types of things that I've come across. I don't have any room, but I love vintage. And every time you go, and there was any house at an estate sale that had shiny bright ornaments, they're like the first things to go. They're kind of expensive. You have to get there early, but I mean, I would even get there in the morning and they would be gone, or somebody would have them off to the side. So if you want to create that look, you can do that with those, and that is $24. Yeah, Laura, I know. I was disappointed Laura couldn't get the jacket either, but I know. I feel the same way, Laura. I did my last big checkout today because I planned all my streams for the month. So anything that I needed to round out the streams, I did that. We'll always have like our collabs, and I know I'll always add little things here and there, but I did that. I finished like all of my holiday shopping today too. I just have one more thing I need to figure out from my mom. So I did a big order today. So I feel you. I'm like, okay, no more shopping on Amazon for the Cleveland Fashionista either. Carol's here. Hey, Carol, welcome to the show. So glad you're here. All right, so that's the little vignette that I created over here. And just a couple things that kind of what inspired me behind it is I do have the Klipsch. I could probably link, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I could probably link the Klipsch Heritage up. Let me see if it's still available, because it was sold out. I have this like vintage looking Wi-Fi, wireless, Bluetooth speaker. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it is here. Okay, look at that. Okay, we're going to add it in the carousel. Hold on. I meant to do that. Okay, let's add that in. Give me 1 second. It always takes me a minute to add things in. Here it is. So that's what kind of inspired me, because my house is a mid-century house. My house was built in 1965 tri-level. So it's definitely like the late 60s going into the 70s. I wouldn't say it's like very, very, I mean, it is 60s. It doesn't have like a 50s feel to it though. I would say it almost kind of has even going into the 70s type of feels, because I think this one like split levels kind of became popular. I have a tri-level. All right, so I just added it in there. So yeah, sometimes there's just things that I get inspired by and then I just go along with it. So that's kind of what inspired this corner, is that I have like this, it looks like a vintage speaker, but it's not. It's a Klipsch, so it's a really high quality Bluetooth speaker. I have all different types of speakers around my house. So this is the one that I have downstairs, my table lamp from Gobi, which I love. It's in my bedroom, and that one's portable. This one is not portable, but it has like a really good vintage look. It's got like the wood on top, the very vintage knobs here, and then even the speaker. And I kind of wanted something aesthetic for the room down here for the speaker. So if I had it out, it wasn't like, oh, look, there's a speaker. Kind of went along with the decor. So that's why I got this a couple years ago. The sound is really great on it. And that is the main speaker down here. You usually have it over on the table, but since it's Christmas, I always have to find a place to put this. So the trees and the spot where this is at. So I moved it over here, and then I created my whole little mid-century vignette. And then I do have like a little small, my lights turned off. These have a little twinkle lights. Oh well, we'll turn them back on. But I do have a little bit of a mid-century collection Look at that. You can see my cords in there. I do have a little bit of a mid-century collection of Blanco glassware. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. A lot of like mid-century types of feels. So my mom, for one Christmas, got me the Blanco little glass. So I have the Blanco glass back on my side table there. And that is what inspired me to create the mid-century vignette. And then I'm like, okay, we're going to turn it into a nostalgic finds live stream. So that's what inspired the live stream today. Clothes Lovers here. I got to order a dress that was out of stock on your earlier show. Oh yeah, I know. I did notice. That's the thing. Like, things are starting to sell out, but never fear. We still have plenty of time for Christmas. I like anticipate certain things to coming back in stock. I do think there might be some things that might not come back in stock, but things that I was trying to feature like a couple weeks ago are already in stock again. So if there was something that when I had it, like it was like limited stock, that wasn't in your size, always like add to your cart, because this is the thing. If it's in your cart and you save it for later, when it comes back in stock, you'll see when it comes back in stock, and you'll also get notifications if there's a price drop too. So if you always see something, I mean, I have a lot in my saved for later, just like a pro tip for some of those things. So at least that way you can always get it later on. We have Holy here. Hey, Holy, welcome to the show. Well, as I said, I told myself I was just going to stock up on essentials. I needed a lot of essentials. I know, right? Essentials are expensive. And it is a good time to get essentials too. These sales are always good. I always do that too. Batteries. It's something I should have put batteries in the stream today. Maybe I'll even add, hold on, let's add batteries in the stream. Because you know what? A lot of this stuff, hold on, I gotta find, a lot of the stuff requires batteries. All my decor, probably need to replace the batteries and the lights there. I need to just buy stock in AA and AAA batteries. So let's add those in there, because a bunch of stuff that we have in the carousel today requires batteries. And I will say, it is the great time to buy them on deal, but this deal that I purchased only allows you like one purchase per customer because the price is so good. Okay, hold on. We're going to add them in there because you know what? We need batteries. Hold on, let me add the AAAs. I think most everything we have today requires AA's, but let me add the AAAs in there too. It's a good time to stock up, especially if you're buying like toys. You never not want batteries on Christmas morning. Okay, let's add those in there. If you need to stock up on essentials. It always takes me a minute. Okay, add the batteries. The Energizer deal is amazing. I always buy batteries on Amazon sales because you're not going to find it at that price point anywhere else. So if you need to stock up on batteries, I definitely recommend doing it. Laura says, I had to take my husband to drop off his rental this evening. Saw many houses. Oh, with the prism lights. Really? I haven't seen the prism lights either. I haven't seen those yet. Nobody in my neighborhood has those yet. What do you think of them, Laura? Do you like them better than the originals? I don't know. Maybe this summer I might end up replacing my original ones and like getting somebody to professionally install them with tracks. You know what? I don't know what's going on with it's my washing machine. I have like I don't know. You know how do you guys ever get stuck on the spin cycle? And this is the thing, it's getting like so heavy with water. I'm going to have to work on that later. That is so frustrating. I can't believe that. I'm going to have to sit there every 5 minutes and keep draining the water out. Oh my goodness. Krista's here. Hey, Krista, welcome to the show. So glad you're here. Okay, I'm going to sit back up on the couch. You like them, but you prefer the original ones. Yeah, I feel like the prism could be like, I don't know, like a flash in the pan thing. And then the originals are always going to be classic, right? Okay, I'm gonna sit back up on the floor. So this is, for those of you who just popped on, this is my little mid-century vignette over here. I have everything linked up, but I was gonna talk about some other fun things if I can get up off the floor and sit on the couch here, which is a little bit more comfortable. So my parents have the 4-pack set of these. So I linked up a few different options of the National Lampoon's Moose Cups. So this is what I think it's Cousin Eddie drinks out of these. So this one here is the acrylic one. So there's ones that are acrylic. They're not breakable. This is the acrylic one. You can serve eggnog in these. Cocktails are a lot of fun. They have the little moose ears. This is on Cyber Monday deal for $12.74. I think if you click through, you can also find them in 4-packs. dryer squeaks like crazy. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Mine gets stuck. Like if I have, and I don't even have that much in there, but I notice if I have like bedding, anything that can get tangled, like bedding, I had a lot of pants and leggings and tights. So I think they were getting like knotted up, and then for whatever reason, it just doesn't want to spin correctly. And then that's what happens. That's what happens. And it keeps getting stuck on the spin cycle. And then it fills up with water though, and then keeps doing like the last 17 minutes like over and over again. All right, here's the glass one. I have the smaller size in the glass one. So this is the larger size in the acrylic. This is the glass. I will say the glass ones are nicer. And I would probably get the larger size in the glass, but I was trying to do one of each because the glass ones obviously are a little bit more expensive than the acrylic. And if you're just kind of using these for fun, for serving at a party, I mean, but my parents have the large glass ones are really nice, actually, really nice quality. You can tell that's glass. And then of course, aren't those so fun, Morelli? They are so fun. So you can have a little bit of the nostalgic finds. And then, let's see, here's another glass one. I think this is the larger size for $35.99. And then I had to get the wine glass. I saw that there was a wine glass. This is acrylic. This is not glass. This one is acrylic, but it's so fun. A little wine glass. So I'm going to be sipping my wine out of this. These are all great gift ideas too. Great for hosting, great for entertaining. When we had Christmas at my parents' house last year, they were serving eggnog in this. Like I said, you could do eggnog, you could do cocktails in these, you can do wine. So fun. So that's from National Lampoons. And some of these are like the official because you'll get them in the National Lampoons box. So I thought those were all pretty cool. Isn't the wide? No, I love the wide one. I never saw that. This has to be newer. And I'm like, I'm totally getting this one. Totally getting this one. So fun. $14.99. We have Shell here. Hey, Shell, welcome to the show. So glad you're here. Just having a little bit of fun, like a random little roundup of some nostalgic finds, and then put some pajamas. And I think honestly, all these pajamas are kind of nostalgic. So, and they're all newer. So I have those in the carousel today as well because I didn't really get an opportunity to share those. I felt like we shared a lot of PJs throughout the month already. So I kind of felt like we would just put the other ones that I didn't get to share on the live stream in this tonight. Okay, and then these, I love these. These are really fun. If you have a home bar, like I put these in my little large martini glass. I actually was kind of draping these. These are battery operated. I've had these draped around my wine bar. I've had these put in like a vase as a filler. Currently, they were kind of draped across my National Lampoons mugs, as you see on the cover. So these are battery operated. I lost the cover too. I'm always losing things. So I was kind of like, I had these on display, and then I was just kind of like, you know, I was kind of just like draping them across the glasses, and they kind of looked cool. So that's how I decorate. Put things out. Put things of interest out, add lights. I mean, that's what I always do. So these are a lot of fun, and you can do a lot with these. These are fun for kids' rooms because they're super, all of like the nostalgic, colorful finds, which I love multicolored lights at Christmas. That's $7.59. And then I also picked these up. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I've been eyeing these for so long. I can't believe they're on Cyber Monday deal for only $9.34. These are so cool. Got a little bit of a tangle here. These are filled bulbs, and they kind of have like, I don't know what kind of feel that they have, but they have definitely kind of like maybe a farmhouse feel, maybe nostalgic feel. I don't know. I'm trying to get to a different mode. So they have different modes, but they are like these little filled light bulbs. They have little trees in there with snow. How cute are those? And they're not like super bright either. They're kind of like a soft light. So I don't know where you could put these on a fireplace mantle. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but I've always admired these. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. And the snow moves around. And they're little filled bulbs, and these are on Cyber Monday deal. So they're fun. These could be good for an office. Maybe I'll take these to work. These could be good for an office, teacher's desk. Only $9.34 for those, normally $10.99. Now, disclaimer, these are not the exact ones that I have because they don't make mine anymore. But I almost ordered these, but I already have similar ones, so I don't feel like I need to, but I really like this. It's a 4-pack set. So we talked about my other one. That was the larger one. These are kind of miniature sizes compared to the larger one. They come in different colors. You get the pink, the blue, the white, and the green, and they're about this size. They're about this size. So in comparison, we'll kind of swing the camera around here. So in comparison, they're quite smaller. This is much larger, and you get a pack of 4 of these. So I actually have these in my blog room, the pink room. And like I said, they're not quite the same, but they're very, very similar as far as like the style, the height, the base on the bottom, and the color. So I have the white and pink. I love those. They're so fun. And those are a great gift idea too. And those are $31.99 for 4. Aren't they so cute? I know, they're so fun. So like I said, I think you could put these in a bedroom, on a fireplace mantle, like I said, like I think at a desk at your office, teacher's desk, classroom. I feel like these could be pretty cool. So those are $9.34 for those. All right, so these are the outdoor bulb lights. I wanted to include these. I know you guys have seen these many, many times when you have tuned into my Govee streams, but these are actually outside, and they have a really cool, nostalgic, like mid-century look to them. As you see here in the photo, they are clear. And then they have like this little like piping down detail down the center of them that brings the light, and that kind of gives that like soft glow in the clear bulb. So unlike some of the other ones that have like that opaque bulb, these are completely clear with the light kind of coming down, and it kind of has like a mid-century feel with the way it's designed. And then I think it kind of gives a nostalgic multicolored glow. Not quite, this is like brighter. That has like a softer glow. That seems like really vintage. This is like 80s, 90s Christmas to me. This is like maybe more mid-century Christmas to me. So those are the outdoor lights. You can put these on a deck, string them on a pergola, string them across a patio. I actually like they're not really intended to be put on like a shrub, but I decided to do something different and actually use them like enlarged Christmas lights on a larger plant outside. So you can kind of drape these on a tree or a shrub too for that kind of effect. Like I get a lot of Govee products to try, so I'm always being creative of where I can use them. And so this is where I decided to use them. I was originally thinking of putting them on my shed, but honestly, they're such a soft glow. I don't know if that would be the place for them to be. I do kind of like them on this. So I don't know if I'll keep them up there throughout the year. I don't know. I may take them down after Christmas, but those are really cool. $69.99. This is 48 feet for this one. And you guys know I love Govee. Everything runs through the Govee app. Voice command, different scenes, different color combos that you can create. So that's pretty cool. So those are $69.99 for those. All right, and then our last nostalgic find before we talk about the PJs here is my tinsel tree. We did share this earlier in our pink nutcracker decor stream. I brought it down here so you guys can see because it does come in their colors. And it's one of those like collapsible trees. So it kind of just, you know, folds up like so. So you like squish it down. I'll see if I can show you guys. So, you know, there's your base, and then when you're ready to set it up, you just set the base up, put this down. I look at this. Look at, I gotta restring the lights on here. I didn't do a very good job. My lights are just kind of hanging here. So it does come with multicolored lights. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. I think it's a little bright down here, but you could do white lights, clear lights, flashing lights. I have it on the little multicolored lights now. And it's in a bedroom, my blog room. So this is a nice tree. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's thin, it's small, easy to store. Like really, you take the base apart, you flatten this down, take the lights, take the star, and you put it in a box. Like it was with all my other decor, so it doesn't require the storage like other, and it comes with like a Glinda star too. It doesn't require the storage like other, sorry, my tear ducts are always itchy. Doesn't require storage like other trees, so it's good for bedrooms, also good for offices, different colors available. So that's the pink one that I have because it's tinsel. Very nostalgic find. And that is $33.99. Thank you, Holdy. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. pretty cool. All right. So a couple more things. Let's take a look at the PJs. And one thing I forgot to mention, we will recap our top 3 clicked products at the end of the stream. So make sure you guys are paying attention. I really haven't given you any hints. So it's going to be a toss up as to what our top products are going to be today. So we'll see. We might all be surprised. But let's take a look at some of the PJs. So we have this 2-pack set. And like I said, like these are kind of nostalgic, but not really. I kind of threw them in here, but I feel like holiday PJs are always nostalgic because I feel like I always get pajamas every year for Christmas. I mean, obviously I have a lot of Christmas PJs, but growing up, even as an adult, my mom always got me Christmas PJs every year for Christmas. So our first set, oh darn it, I did forget one photo. That's all right. That's okay. Tinsel icicles in the 80s. Oh, I don't remember tinsel icicles, but yeah, but tinsel, I mean, yeah, that is so vintage. So it is kind of a cool, I like tinsel too. I mean, I don't know if I like it as like the main decorative thing in my home, but it's kind of fun. Like I said, in a bedroom. I like this in the blog room. It fits because it's pink. It's like very like just floofy, you know, or, you know, like I said, like a classroom, an office, like you don't want to take a lot of time to decorate in those places, but maybe adding a little bit of fun, that could work. And it's not very expensive. Tinsel and bands, popcorn strings. How fun would that be to start making popcorn strings again, right? All right, here's this 2-pack. So I actually have this print and the Jogger set, but this is not the Jogger set. These are regular PJ pants. And for those of you who liked the teddy prints, but you didn't like the satin ones, like these are not satin. They're like the traditional Equar material. So this comes with a 2-pack, and there's other like holiday prints too if you're not into the teddy, but I think teddy's cute. So we have the elastic waist with the drawstring. The bottoms on the red say teddy. They have little snowflakes with a teddy bear outline. And then we have the cute little teddy bear here. You know, the Ralph Lauren bears coming back and kind of made bears popular again. So it's not quite the same bear, but it kind of gives the same type of feel. And then this one's really cute, the holiday plaid. So it's a green holiday plaid, long sleeve. And then we have like the little teddy bears and the trees. And then the same type of pants with this. And this is a 2-pack set. So you're getting 4 pieces of clothing, 2 pairs of pajamas for $23.99. Hey, Kristen, traumatizing. You're funny. Popcorn and cranberries. How fun. I don't think we ever did that though. But we had a multicolored tree for a long time until like 94. Remember, I was in 4th grade, and in 1994 we got a very fancy, expensive tree. And in the lights, you could remove a bulb, and then you can put a little like spinner, and then your ornaments would spin. And honestly, I would actually love to do that on my tree. I miss the spinning ornaments. Maybe I'll try to find one, because we used to have a ballerina that spins. That just reminds me so much of being little, or not little, but like 10. You know, it reminds me of my childhood. So there's that 2-pack set for $23.99. And then we have the satin PJs. Some of these are on Cyber Monday deal, some are not, but the ones that are not are still a really, really good price point. So I actually have 4 different colors in these. I didn't realize they were like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize the one that I picked out was the same. But that's okay. So we have the red, like a solid red, because I feel like solid red is beautiful. And I kind of showed you how you could style the PJ top with jeans, because that's very like Sex and the City, you know, actually using a pajama top as a fashion statement. And I felt like the red satin top you could actually do that with. So here's the red, very, very classic. It has the white contrast detail. Yeah, we have did you see the little bubble centerpiece that we had? Amazon customer at the beginning of the stream. I can show you here. Gosh, I keep swiping out of my app here. This little bubble centerpiece. So fun, $23.99. So it's not the lights, because you can order like the lights, but I don't have anywhere to put that. I don't know, I got something in my throat. And of course I don't have my water bottle by me. That's a cool little centerpiece. The 80s were the best. Okay, so here's the other satin PJ set. This is teddies too. I like the teddies. This is the Christmas teddies, different print. So it says Christmas. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a very, very light font. It says Christmas. It's got the little teddy bear with holly berries. This also has the dark, like black contrast piping detail. It was only $19.99. And then we have these. It's the same green plaid, but satin, and like the classic PJ set. And those are $19.99. Oh yeah, the rotating Christmas tree is so fun. Yeah, because you know, that's the thing. If it doesn't rotate, like all the ornaments on the back side you can never see. Okay, and I'm not gonna try these on because I don't have a picture of these, but it's the same thing. It's the same. I think if you click through this link, well, no, it's right here. But it's the same one, Cyber Monday deal, $23.99. But I got these in this print. I was steaming this today because I actually have to film this still. This print is actually like super, super cute on these. So these are satin. I know not everybody loves satin, but like look at this print. I can find what, like, really cute. So you have Santa, you have the gingerbread, you have the stocking, and there's also like champagne glasses. I felt like I saw more champagne glasses on the top. Yeah, this one has like holly berries. Here's the champagne glasses, little snowflakes. I just thought that print was so cute. The little reindeer, lots of fun things. That's kind of vintage, I feel like too. So there's that print. That's also on Cyber Monday deal for $23.99. I feel like my trees are always kind of in a corner. You know what I mean? They always are kind of like in a quarter. All right, and then these are the PJs that I have on. Now, this might not be for everybody, but I just think it's kind of fun. Like, it's got like these vintage ladies on it, and it really is giving me everybody in the movie like White Christmas. So if you've ever seen the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But like, look at, we got the little vintage Santa ladies like singing in White. They look like the White Christmas girls. Then we have like the blue showgirl. I don't know, like vintage. It's called Christmas Red. It's considered a Christmas print. I really think it's inspired by like vintage movies. I just thought that was kind of fun. That's very vintage. So that's $29.99. It's a jogger set. This one is not on deal right now. I don't know if it ever came on deal. It might come on deal tomorrow. I see some. There's a lot of other colors and prints, so if you don't necessarily like this one. So we have the jogger bottoms. So we do have the jogger bottoms here. The little stitching detail. There's other holiday prints for sure, but I feel like I had all the other holiday prints. Let's see here. Some of these might be. So some other colors and prints are on Cyber Monday deal, not just mine. There's like also, there's a really cute Valentine's Day one. Huh. Mine's called Christmas Dance Girl is what it is. Christmas Dance Girl is the one that I have on. There's Buffalo Check, Army Greens, $18.39. So click through. There's a ton of different price points, ton of different prints, tons of different solid colors, lots of variation on this. So don't be fooled by my non-Cyber Monday deal print. That's so cute, Chris. I know. I have kind of like not decorated my tree so much with ornaments the last couple of years, but you guys know me. I mean, obviously, you know I love Christmas and I love decorating. Doesn't it look like White Christmas? I'm like, I kind of like it. I thought it was kind of cool. Amazon customer agrees, definitely inspired by White Christmas. One of my mom's favorite Christmas. I like, to me, it's a once a season watch, but I feel like you have to watch it every year. It definitely is White Christmas. All right, I forgot to link up the photo of these, but I kind of felt like these had nostalgic vibes, and they're on Cyber Monday deal for $19.99. So they have like the red and white stripes, which I feel like is nostalgic. And then you have like this really cute, like little goofy Santa, which is kind of nostalgic. And what I like too is that it's got like this little scalloped bottom. So scalloped hem on the pants. And then we also have the scalloped cuff. And then you also have the scalloped hem on the shirt. That comes in different prints too. But I thought that was fun. That one's $19.99. Oh, holy you. It's a classic. It's a classic. It's very like, what is it? 40s, 50s. All right. Let's take a look at this here. I shared this on my Instagram today. This is selling out quickly. The small is not on Cyber Monday deal, so I linked up the medium. This is such a cute set. It is a waffle knit set. It's got a couple Christmas prints. Not all of them are in deal, but we have some other solid colors. So as you can see, it's got like the texture of the waffle knit, elastic waist with a drawstring of pockets. Dusty's here. Hey, Dusty. I know. We are gonna have a holiday stream. The one thing I really wanted to do that I didn't get a chance to do this weekend, so we'll try to do it, is clean out my dog's clothing, because I have also a lot of Cooper stuff, and it's just time to organize it. And I really want to start posting like cute Christmas stuff for the dogs. But part of the reason I haven't is because all my dog supplies are disorganized right now. So I got to get back to getting to do that. We will definitely have some dog pajamas. And take a look on my storefront. I don't have dog PJs up there yet, but I did just start a Mini and Clee Chihuahua holiday pick idea list. But if you look at Clee Chihuahua's general idea list, there's definitely holiday pajamas in there. I don't have it on DVD. I don't even really I have a DVD player, but I don't use it. I just watch it when it's on TV because they usually play it. They usually play it at some point during the season. Yes, we are going to be doing a Holidays with Clee Chihuahua stream. So I'm really excited about some of our gifting streams. I'm not going to lie. We're not going to do, I don't know. I have a couple, maybe other ones we might throw in there if we have time, but we're going to do the Holidays with Clee Chihuahua, and then we are going to do gifts for anybody. Anybody will like these gifts. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter gender, doesn't matter interest. And it's like the thing that you'll get somebody if you don't know what to get them. And I think it's going to be I'm really excited about that. So that's coming up. Then we have stocking stuffers and white elephant gifts. I'm going to kind of combine those together. And then I'm going to do a burr basket or a jingle basket. Everybody loved the boo basket when we did for Halloween. So we are going to be doing the holiday version. I've seen jingle basket. I've seen burr basket. So we're going to be doing that, and that's going to be our holidays. So I planned it all out for the month. So I am prepared and ready to go. All right, and then I don't have a photo of this one, but this is like a traditional PJ that's not satin. So it's got your traditional pajama top and bottom, and it's not satin. It is like your classic Equar material, and I just thought these were so cute because it's got like these little tiny Christmas trees. Just like the little tiny Christmas trees, like very minimalistic. Almost reminds me, is very high end, actually, in my opinion. Reminds me of like a high end brand I work with that has similar pajamas as far as like the material, the feel. It's a really, really good price. So elastic waist with the drawstring. And then it's got these like cute little tiny Christmas trees. So if you're somebody that you want to wear Christmas PJs, but you're like, oh my gosh, Kristen, your prints are just too much for me. You want something a little bit more adult or classic, I feel like this is perfect. This also comes in different colors, solid colors, prints. So click through, check them out. This is also on, it's not on Cyber Monday deal, is it? I think it is. $28.72. Very high quality, and I just thought this one was really cute. And it's also got like the piping detail all the way down on the collar, on the collar, and on the cuffs. And then I did share the batteries in there too, just because that's a good deal for the batteries, because everything here requires batteries. I think everything here actually requires a AA, but I did link up the AAA since I use those a lot too. All right, guys, so we've gone through everything, just a quick little mini stream. So before we end the stream, if you guys have questions, feel free, pop those questions down in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions, and then put your guesses for what you think the top 3 clicked products are. I didn't give you any hints today, so it's going to be a free-for-all. Just pick your favorites, and we'll recap our top 3 products of the evening. But if you enjoyed the stream, we do streams like this all the time. This is actually our last installment of our holiday decor series. So if you're still decorating for the holidays, we did it all November long. You can follow me. Check out my Amazon Live channel. It's amazon.com/live/Cleveland Fashionista. And once you follow me, you'll be able to see me much more easily on the live page. If you also follow me, if you join the Fashionista Fam Updates broadcast channel, or check out my Amazon Live highlight reel, you can also go through there and watch all of the replays as well. But we had a whole series of holiday decor. We're going to be doing mostly like hosting, entertaining, and parties for home. And gift ideas for home in December, but we'll revisit decor once the holidays are over, and we decorate for every season, every holiday. So if that's up your alley, then you're in the right place. We also do obviously a ton of fashion, try-ons, deals, promo codes. I also have a lot of holiday and New Year's fashion in store for you, as well as winter fashion. So make sure you guys follow along and tune into all of our shows, and don't forget you could turn on notifications for the streams as well. Ooh, I don't know which ones are the velvet velour? I don't think I have those. Okay, I'm gonna have to get those, Laura. I didn't even know those existed. Clothes Lover, the ones that have the scalloped edges are the ones that are the striped, candy cane striped ones here for $19.99. Where are they? There's these here, the $19.99 ones. And then they have the scalloped edges on the cuffs as well as the bottom. And on the bottom of the PJ pants too. So those are really cute. Kristen, I know it's time to do our Christmas wardrobe. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna check it because that actually sounds like that could be like a really good gift idea too. So thank you. Definitely gonna check it out. All right, Leslie's got her guesses. The PJs, the batteries, the Govee string lights, the PJs with the shorts. Holy guess. I missed Holy's guesses. Sorry, Holy, you were on time today and I totally skipped over your message. Energizer, Govee lights, and what I have on. Thanks, Clothes Lover. Yeah, I know. I like the detail too. Okay, let me scroll through here. And see what our top 3 products are. I think this is going to be tough. Okay, I know what number 1 is. Let's see here if anything else. It might be all PJs, you guys. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm checking. We have Melissa following. Hey, Melissa, thanks for the follow. So glad you're here today. Yes, make sure you follow along, you guys, if you want to see more. All right, so I think we have ties for third. Okay, we have ties for third. Okay, so coming in third place, we have a tie for third. Shell's got her guesses in. What you have on? The small batteries. Yeah, hopefully I'm just happier on time with your guesses today. I know a lot of really great cyber deal prices. Even if it's not labeled cyber deal, we still have discounts on some of these too. All right, so tied for third. If you guess the Govee string lights, let's see, Leslie and where's Holy's guesses? Holy, yes, you guys were correct. The clear bulb string lights were tied for third place today. Great deal on those, $69.99. They are pretty cool too. They are pretty cool. So you could use those on a deck, a patio, pergola. That's really like their intended purchase, like maybe around like a balcony, a porch. But I put them on my bush here. So I was being a little creative. So those are tied for third, along with the waffle knit, which Leslie got that one too. Great job, Leslie. The waffle knit. And that is this little 2-pack set here. So cute. They do have shorts though, so just know they do have shorts. It might make you a little cold. Those were tied for third. Coming in second place, lots of PJs today, was the red satin ones, which I forgot to load up a picture of, with the scalloped edges. Really cute with the candy cane print. Oh, yay, my laundry's done. Do you hear it? It made it through 5 spin cycles and it's finally done. Yay! I can hang up my clothes. Perfect timing, I guess. All right, we have the red and white candy cane stripes. Those are second place. And then in first place was the tree, the little minimalistic, classic pajamas with the tree. Yeah, these are pretty fun. Very cute, very minimalistic. And they're not satin. So if you're not into the crazy prints, I thought those were nice. And it has a really good feel to it. Yeah, I know. The spin cycle that happens over and over again. Yes, it doesn't happen all the time. It only happens when I'm washing sheets or like I have a lot of pants, tights, and leggings that get tangled up and then I don't know, I just can't spin. Or if I have too much, which I have a tendency to do. I have a tendency to do that too. There was not a lot. It was mostly pants, leggings, and tights though. But yeah, super annoying. But anyways, all right, you guys,